Easy, healthy, and delicious camping meals make adventuring outside so much more enjoyable. It can be really tricky if you don't have a fridge or you're operating out of one pan. After 4 years of living on the road out of the back of my Subaru, I have found some recipes that work really well for me. So today I'm excited to share with you my top 4 favorite recipes. These are one-pan recipes. They don't require refrigerated ingredients. These recipes will work great for you if you're someone who lives out of your car, lives out of a van or an RV, or maybe you're traveling internationally and you frequently cook out of hostels or small Airbnb kitchens. Before we get into it, I want to give you a few quick notes. You're going to see me cook out of 3 different cooking systems in this video. It reflects the 3 different ways I have cooked out of the back of my Subaru for the past 4 years. It also allows you to imagine that you could prepare these recipes regardless of your cooking setup. You're going to see an electric tea kettle plugged into a solar generator. You'll see a Jetboil mini mo with a tiny little cast iron pan set on the top of it. And you're also going to see a 2-burner Coleman stove. Next, I only spent $33 to buy all the ingredients for these 4 recipes, which averages about $5 to $7 per meal. If you factor in that I'm not going to use all of those ingredients up to make these 4 meals, there's going to be ingredients left over to prepare other meals in the future. And that allows me to have a smaller grocery list and a save space within my vehicle. I'll frequently plan 4 to 8 meals in advance and intentionally plan for ingredients to be repeated between meals. It is important to add that I do incorporate some of my pantry staples into these meals. So the $33 doesn't completely reflect everything that I purchased for the meals, because there are things like cooking oils and other spices that I always have on hand in my pantry. If you want to see exactly how I have had my car camping pantry set up, I have a video that I can link in a card on the screen, and you can watch that video to see how I have my pantry set up. Alternatively, you could drop it in the video description and grab Road Life Recipes. It's my digital guide, my vault to all the recipes that I make on the road. I have my pantry outlined in there, as well as all my grocery lists and dozens of recipes that you could start using right away. As you watch this video, you don't need to take any notes or pause the video to write down recipes, because I already put all that together for you. Down in the video description, look for where it says for free recipes guide and click that link, and you'll get step-by-step instructions, the grocery list, everything you need to make the recipes in this video. Or if you grab Road Life Recipes, I put it in there as well. The first meal I'm going to prepare for you today is a coconut lentil dal with lime and crispy red potatoes. You'll notice that I pre-soak the lentils. That cuts down on the amount of cooking fuel you'll need, as well as the amount of cooking time. So it's one of those Road Life hacks that I definitely recommend whenever you can prep things in advance before you're ready to make the meal. All right, this meal is delicious, warming, and satisfying, especially for a fall or winter day. So enjoy. right, I'm gonna try the curry. I've made a variety of this before, but I changed a few things in this recipe, so I'm really excited to try it. One of the new things is adding the crispy potatoes on top. It's so good. Can you see? Yeah, I just eat out of the pan because I might eat all of it, but I might not. I might just eat half. Then I just put foil over it and save it because there's no meat in here, so it keeps okay overnight. I mean, it's silly to wash a dish to eat out of when it's just me. And even when I camp with, like I camped with my daughter the other day, and I just pulled my daughter's serving out of the pan and then I ate it out of the pan. So it's not that big of a deal. Just eat out of your pan and it keeps your food hot while you're eating. All right, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my dinner. All right, now it is time for breakfast. Although if you are like me, I will have breakfast any time of day. I'm always down for breakfast for dinner. This is a flourless blackberry banana pancake. It is for sure my favorite thing to make for breakfast. It's the perfect thing if you have some overripe bananas and they need to be mixed into something soon and you don't have an oven, so you can't make banana bread. So what you do instead is you make banana pancakes. I'm super excited to share this recipe with you. It is quick, it is easy, and I know you're gonna love it. The next meal I'm going to prepare for you is a quinoa rice with Moroccan tofu and roasted red pepper. This tofu that I purchased was pre-cooked and pre-cubed, and that's an excellent way to do this. It doesn't require refrigeration if I leave it for just a day or two in a cool part of my vehicle. But if you want, you could switch out for a shelf-stable tofu instead and then add your own spices. Not vegetarian. I just find that plant-based meals are easier on the road when you don't have a fridge. But if you're someone who has a fridge or a cooler, you could definitely swap out the tofu for like a chicken sausage or some canned salmon or some beef, or you could also just get some meat and prepare this meal on the day you go to the grocery store right away so that you wouldn't need any refrigeration. This particular meal has become one of my staples on the road because it is so easy to substitute a variety of ingredients depending on what you have in hand. All right, enjoy the taste of Morocco. Lastly, we have the meal that has become my go-to, especially if it's raining or windy and I can't prepare something outside of my vehicle. This allows me to have a hot, delicious meal right inside my vehicle or something to pack and take on the trail. The idea for this meal came from my backpacking trip for 5 weeks, 500 miles in the Rocky Mountains this summer. This is actually the meal that I ate almost every day on trail, but I cold soaked it. And you would think that when I got off trail, I would be sick of it, but it's been quite the opposite. I found myself craving it. The only twist is I've added a lot more fresh ingredients and I've been able to also heat it up. So yeah, let's get into it. Dr. Desert Noodles. Thanks for watching. I hope you found some cooking inspiration today. And before you go, remember to drop down into the video description and grab that 4 easy one-pan recipes guide so that you can make all the recipes I shared with you today. And if you have any suggestions on the recipes that I made, drop down into the comments and share your tweaks. Maybe you saw a recipe that you've made before, but you have a favorite ingredient you would add, or maybe you have just a whole recipe of your own that you would love to share with the community. Please feel free to add that into the comments. And if you want all my road life recipes, the complete vault of everything I've been cooking over the last 4 years on the road, plus my pantry staples, my grocery list setup, my favorite snacks and lunches, and including the recipes that I shared in today's video, then look for road life recipes down in the video description and grab that. Have a beautiful day and happy cooking.
But don't give up, just hold on tight, it'll be alright.